Early morning here, rise and shine. Good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. Waiting for the sun to come up here in Arizona because I've got some stuff I've got to do. Got to keep busy, got to stay positive, and keep listing. So, hey, just sold something on Amazon. Thank you, Merchant Filled. Appreciate that. Yeah, busy day. Again, I'm just going to be listing, packaging up, showing you what I sold, and just keep doing what I do, right? Keep doing what I do, because if you're not learning, you're not earning. All right, it's time to see what's sold on eBay. First item here is a Robert Graham men's long sleeve flip cuff dress shirt, size large. This sold for $35. Paid about $1 or $2 at the thrift store for that. This is I got a story behind this one. This is that Charles Styrett shirt. You've probably seen this before because I sold it, and then I got it returned. The guy said the cuff had a fringe on it, like it was coming apart, which it was. I overlooked it, to be honest with you, but it wasn't that noticeable. So I think I originally sold this for $22.50. Got it back, looked it up. I'm like, okay, there is an issue there. I took a photograph of it. Turned around, sold it within 24 hours for $25. So I made some money. Gotta love that. All right, 2 items here. This, I'll tell you what. Maybe you guys can answer me in the chat below, but I think I'm really done with Columbia Sportswear. Honestly, I just can't sell that brand. I don't know what it is with me with Columbia Sportswear. This takes forever. And picked up this. It's a women's Columbia Sportswear jacket. It's size small. It's a great jacket. It's probably what, 70, 80 bucks. Could not get rid of this. I think it sat for close to 16 months. And for what I, sold it for, it's pretty crazy. And it's going to California. Going to California. $14.08. So, yeah, I don't think I'll pick up Columbia anymore. Then again, maybe no. You never know. If I find something cool in the wild, maybe a bigger size, I don't know. And then here, I screwed up. I said in the earlier video that I usually don't discount my blazers and sports coats. And when I ran through the Markdown Manager a couple of days ago, or over the weekend, I accidentally had selected a blazer, and it sold. So this is I know you can't see it. It's an Embassy Square solid navy. It was a navy camel hair sports coat, and it's 48L. Sold for $28.03, which, I'm starting to, after this sale here, I think I'm changing my tune with the sport coats, because I was just doing some research. I've known about people that I always sold these things for many, many, many years for 50 bucks and up, right? That was just like my breaking point. But seeing this here, that I just put it on the Markdown Manager, that it sold, and the $28.03 has really got me thinking, man, I got all this money tied up in these blazers, which I don't really have a lot of money, but it's $1 or $2, maybe $3 and some. I didn't go out and spend $15, $25 on a blazer. That's just insane, right? But I think I'm gonna try this approach. I just ran through my Markdown Manager today on one of these accounts that's got some blazers on there, and we're just going to see if we can sell them, because if not, if everybody is priced at $40, $35, I'm not competitive anymore. So, I'm going to see how that goes, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. Okie dokie, back with some Etsy's. This was a consignment deal from a friend of mine. It's a Michael Jordan 90s nutmeg crew neck, really awesome, like all over print Michael Jordan from the Chicago Bulls. Size extra large. This sold for $50. I did have it for $90 for quite a period of time, and then I think another vintage guy came in and was like, hey, dude, I want that. Would you take $50 for it? I'm like, yeah, it's been sitting for a while. Why not? So, yeah, 50 bucks. Nice little score there. This one, let me tell you the story about this one. It's, I tell you what, just selling items out there, you just never know who you meet or who you talk to. And this woman a couple days ago messaged me, and she's like, oh my gosh, I have to have this shirt. Now, the shirt is a 1978 America, the band, vintage concert t-shirt, size extra large. And she's like, I've been looking for this shirt forever. All I see online, there was like 2 other ones, size small and I think a size medium. And they wanted, I think, around 75 bucks for them. But she's like, they won't fit. And usually, typically with this type of stuff, I let my prices marinate and sit there, right? Because they don't make too many of these, or not a lot of them are on the internet, right? So I'm sitting here, and she messaged me, and she's like, listen, I don't have a lot of money, It's going to a good cause. And she sends me a picture of her brother wearing this exact same T-shirt. And she's like, I'm going to do something special for his birthday around the corner. He's dying. And she sent me another picture of him, like, just in bad shape. And she's like, I think he'd just get a big grin out of this and smile. And I was like, you know, just the whole story there. So I said, you know what? Yeah, fine. $74 shipped. Let's do this deal. I'm so happy it's going to a good home, to somebody that actually had the shirt. Because the picture she showed me, I mean, it's the exact same shirts. It's crazy how it works out. And that, I think that's what, you know, the reason why I like selling like vintage clothing, vintage T-shirts, because it brings back that memory, you know. And I know for myself, like early on before I even did this, like looking into vintage clothing 15 years ago, you know, I was sitting there trying to get the clothing I used to have, right? It's like concerts I used to go to, or the concert I had that was gone. And I think it's a market that'll never go away, that's for sure. And could I have gone back and said, yeah, my price is firm? She probably would have bought it. But, you know, the story of it, the picture, and going to a good cause, and, you know, knowing that right now this T-shirt's going to put a smile on somebody's face who's having a heck of a time with their health, and, you know, knowing that they're going to get their shirt back. It's pretty darn cool, guys. So, yeah, $74. I'm going to ship this out. It's going to Florida, Land O'Lakes, Florida. Isn't that like a butter? Land O'Lake. Okay, moving on to some Amazon. First one here is a disc-only PlayStation 1 Judge Dredd game. We got $6.20 for just the disc only on that one. Set that over here. Here's an Atari game, Dodge 'em, for the Atari 2600. Again, cartridge only. Condition was okay. There was some wear and some stuff on the label. But we got a total of $6.60 for this. And last one, I believe this came out of a storage unit. She's All That. I know you can't see that very well, but it's just a She's All That DVD, disc only, sold for $5.49. So we're gonna package this up. I got stuff I got to list. Okay, I did clean this corner up pretty good. Not active inventory. All this stuff needs to be still listed, but it just looks so much cleaner, right? Look, I got way too many hats. Put up a couple LP records. Anthony's old Blackhawk jersey. So yeah, it looks a lot better in my opinion. And hopefully I can get rid of all that clothing when I get the time to list it. That'll be for sure. Just again, a small little pile that was driving me nuts. All right, let's look at this. A return from Amazon, a Betty Crocker cookbook. Look at the filth on this, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't even want to touch it. This person got it. This is obviously not the one I sent. I mean, it's just disgusting. You know, I mean, these buyers should really be ashamed of themselves. Like, just, you know, this is gross. It's terrible. Looks like it's missing some pages. I mean, I don't know. Part of doing business, that's for sure. But man, it just gets annoying after a while. You know, it's one thing if it's a product that I sent. You know, but this, I mean, it's not the same one, man. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, this seems like a fitting time. I recently got a comment from user here on YouTube, Cloud9 Collections. She says, hey, Mike, love your videos, and usually I watch and don't really comment, but I have to say this today. I sell on eBay and getting into Poshmark, both of which are really decent to their sellers. I've seen you repeatedly go to Amazon for help with things that you clearly should have decided, that they should have decided in your favor, and they did nothing. I constantly hear, not necessarily from you, but how they are all for the big sellers and how they're trying to stop out the small sellers, and you can't sell this brand or that brand, and everything has to be perfect on your end as a seller, but the buyers can screw us right and left. Why on earth would you continue to sell and advertise them by doing videos on what you sold? Wouldn't you rather sell where they treat you right and say forget you to the ones that don't? I'm not accusing, just trying to understand with all the apps and places to sell these days why people keep going back to these jerks. And yeah, she's living in Indy, but she's born in the south side of Chicago, good old Blue Island. And yeah, let me address this question to you guys right now. Okay, Cloud9 Collections, awesome question, and I'm going to hopefully answer it here for you guys. Do they stomp on small sellers? I don't think they do. I mean, there is some shenanigans, just like there is on eBay. Every platform has a flaw, right? And with Amazon being the #1 e-commerce website out there, you know, there's flaws with them too. All right? I mean, at the end of the day, what they want to do, what they want to accomplish is provide the customer with the #1 experience, the greatest things in sliced bread in the world. They want to give the customer everything. And that's what they're doing. I mean, shoot, I've done it. I mean, I've called up Amazon after I've ordered a product, and they say send it back. Once FedEx scans the thing back, they credit me right away. I mean, it's great, because there are circumstances where sellers and whether it's Amazon themselves, third-party sellers like myself, that will sell things. And I'm not saying me personally, but I mean, I typically try to sell quality products. But there are third-party sellers out there that are garbage, right? And they give all those bad names. And at the end of the day, this happens on eBay too, right? There's always this 1% or 10% of sellers that are bad, and you have a bad experience. And it's part of the game, honestly. It really is part of the game in terms of just the hustle and listing. I mean, you're going to get burned. There's nothing you can really do about it. Now, I must say this. With Amazon on this Betty Crocker book, we'll see. I'll let you guys know what happens here. I'm still working out the details of the mold situation. They did some things that I was happy for them to do, but, I'm not thrilled. I was kind of brushed off. And at the end of the day, Amazon's grown so much over the years that, they've done some things now that's questionable. You can't sell these certain brands and this and that. There's a reason why, though, right? I mean, it's not like they're looking just to deal with large companies. If that's what their game plan is, which I hope it's not, they're going to fail. I mean, they need third-party merchants like us to fulfill these orders, right? They have such a huge catalog because of us. I think the future of Amazon is that you just have to stay away from what the masses are doing. There's hundreds of thousands of resellers out here now, right? And you've heard the talk about, there's no money to be made with Amazon, people are leaving. Great, I mean, I'm still selling products on Amazon every day. I'm still selling stuff in the FBA. I still believe in the system. I mean, I'm going to keep using Amazon, keep selling on Amazon until it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth, because I rely on the money. Honestly, I do. I mean, and I'd like to keep building what I'm doing at Amazon. Why do I continue to make the videos and free advertising? Yeah, I mean, obviously they're not paying me, right? I'm giving people that option and saying this is what works for me. This is what's worked in the past. And it gives somebody that other option, right? Just like I've talked about, like Macari, some people say, oh, no, they throw fits. The fact is that you could sell stuff over there. And just like you mentioned, Poshmark, and yeah, there's all these other new platforms that are popping up, and, they all have benefits, they all have disadvantages, and just find one that works for you. But at the end of the day, I mean, I can't just walk away from Amazon, especially when I'm selling items there and I'm making good money over there. But like really, at the end of the day with the videos, it's just to encourage others. I mean, it's one of the first people on YouTube here that was talking about Amazon. And I made a lot of people a lot of money. People that had no clue, right? Until the day I stopped making money over there is the day I stopped using them. Pretty simple. Hopefully I answered your question there. Cloud9 Collections, that was a great comment. Look at the size of this moon. Craziness. Thanks so much for watching. So next time I'm out of here, peace, vlog over.